Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Handling of the Undead, a mystery horror movie that I think has zombies in it. I think. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 13 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Based on a book by John Ajvidi Lindquist, author of the Let the Right One In. That's a pretty good movie. Yeah, the author of Let the Right One In. If you haven't seen it, that's a cool vampire movie. This is more about zombies. I think the zombie apocalypse happens, but it's kind of like The Walking Dead. It only happens to people who just die naturally. They come back. I don't think it's spread by bites. And then it's more about people dealing with their dead loved ones and trying to let them go. But them being unable to let them go, and then the downside of entertaining zombies. So I think it's more of a drama than a cool zombie movie. I don't say that to knock the film, but it does look very dramatic. The music's very dramatic. I don't know. I do love me some zombie movies, and I have watched many. This, I'm not sure the language. I'm going to guess Norwegian or Sweden, something like that. So you see that kid's dead. So first act, I think this is more dealing with the zombie outbreak than seeing the zombie outbreak. That's usually the first act in a zombie movie. You know, oh, the outbreak, look out, it's craziness. No, I think it's like already a done deal, and people are just dealing with the fact that after people die, they don't die until, I guess, you whack them with a shovel. So it's all about the drama in that. You know, when somebody dies, I guess they call the police to have the zombie shipped off to the crematorium or whatever, so it can't keep biting people. But I think this is a group of stories about people who protect their loved ones, even though they're not really their loved ones anymore. So someone dealing with an older relative, these guys dealing with a kid who dies, and running away to the country to save them, but really, what are they saving? So it's called Handling of the Undead. Oh, and then the third act, I don't know. Sounds pretty grim, the whole movie, quite frankly. Third act would be something like all those stories would resolve, probably with some people realizing, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done this, and then killing the zombie or getting bit and then turning into a zombie or maybe dying too. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Now, I would be, I wouldn't just write off this movie because Let the Right One In was really good. So maybe this is good too. Let's see. Oh, good. Here's a write-up. On a hot summer day in Oslo, yeah, so that's Sweden. It's Swedish. The dead mysteriously awaken, and 3 families are thrown into chaos when their deceased loved ones come back to them. Who are they, and what do they want? Oh, man. I think they got a completely different take on the zombie thing. It's Swedish, so it'll be very depressing. I have no doubt. But there should be at least one amazingly hot blonde chick in it, I'm guessing, or several. I mean, it is Sweden. It's where the Swedish bikini team is from. Yeah, based on Let the Right One In, I would check this movie out. It looks, warning, it does look very slow and plodding, but I think that's part of its style. So, yeah, it looks interesting, but I think it's going to be very dramatic and kind of tough to watch in a couple of scenes. In one scene, they give one of the zombies like a cat or something, and she won't stop squeezing it. In this scene, the old lady bites her daughter or sister. I have no idea who any of these actors are, but they're very Swedish, you can see by their names. So yeah, I would totally see this. I think it'll be tough to watch though. I think it's going to be a tough movie to watch. And I don't think it's going to get a US distribution. Probably go right to streaming for here if it's not already on streaming. So but you know, if you're like me and you're a connoisseur of the zombies, this is definitely one to watch because it's different. It's a different kind of zombie movie. It just won't be people running through the streets and having their guts ripped out. It's a little something high end. You know, a fancy zombie movie for fancy zombie people. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. If you can find a more bass take, I say take it. I will be at the Bayshore Center tomorrow night from 5 p.m. to 8:30. I know I've been saying 12 to 5 all week. I messed that up. It's 5 to 8:30 on Friday, tomorrow, and then on Saturday 10 to 4, same place at the Bayshore Center, all the way down in Port Norris and Bivalve, and then on Sunday, assuming we don't get completely rained out, it's going to be the Oddball Vintage Show in Absecon, New Jersey. So a lot of shore stuff. I'll be on the coast a lot this weekend. Hope to see you there. We'll see you